season for the revolving door of germs and sicknesses, and especially if you have a child age school or a child in daycare or preschool, you're going to be dealing with a lot of germs this year. A lot of parents question how you're going to deal with sleep while your child is sick and what you should and shouldn't do. Well, I'm going to tell you all of those answers. The first thing to understand is that sleep is healing. When your child is sick, they need to sleep as much as possible. Think about when you have the flu and you're literally just knocked out for like a day or two. Your child needs to sleep just as much, if not more, than you when you are sick. So your child is going to be the same. They need to sleep, and they need to sleep a lot. Now, the only rule of thumb that I have when your child is sick is that they need to sleep a lot, but they should not be sleeping just anywhere. I'll get into that in just a minute, but first I want to talk about things you need to have on hand. I will tell you from experience that I've been in a situation where I didn't have all the things at home that I needed when my child got sick. We don't plan for our kids to be sick, but we still need to be prepared. You need to make sure that you have a good thermometer. I have one of these Smart Glow thermometers that you put on your child's head, and then you take their temperature and it reads their temperature for you. I always do a couple different takes, and I always just take the average. I'm 97.5. Generally, I run colder. Another thing you want to make sure that you have, I mean, you don't have to have this, but these are vapor pads. Some of them, these ones particularly go in the humidifier that we have, but they also have ones that you can put in the shower. So when your child is all congested, these make a world of difference. The vapor just opens up your child's nasals and just lets them breathe, and sometimes drain a lot, so be prepared. I've been loving this little mini humidifier. So we really just fill it up and then put the top on, and it changes colors through the night, and it also puts out the humidifying mist for your child, and you can put essential oils and stuff in here. But I really like having a nice small personal sized one that can go on your child's nightstand if you don't have a specific one just in your child's bedroom. But my kids love this. Other things you want to have on hand are Pedialyte. You can get those in drink form or popsicle form. I prefer popsicle form all day long. It's just so much easier. We don't have popsicles, right? And then also the nose Frida. I don't have one to show you because I am not the kind of person that is sucking snot out of my child's nose. I love them to death, but I am not using a nose Frida. People swear by it, but like, no, no thank you. And then the other thing that you want to make sure you have is my free baby sleep guide, so that when your child is better, they can get their sleep back on track quickly and easily. So if you don't have my free baby sleep guide, grab it in the description box down below, because hello, I said it's free. Okay, so now breaking down what you should do when your child is sick. Now, we already talked about letting them sleep like on demand, so you don't need to keep them on their schedule, but you should keep them in their sleep environment. This means they should be sleeping in their room with their white noise and their blackout curtains. You really want to keep them in their environment while they're sick, so that when they get better, they just naturally start sleeping through the night all over again like they always have. Now, of course, parents can be concerned about their children, aren't we all? And if your child is really sick and you're really concerned about them and you want to sleep near them, camp out in your child's bedroom. Don't bring your kid into bed with you, because then that's the only place they're going to want to sleep. So if you really, really want to watch your child as they sleep, which means you're not sleeping, but I understand that when your child is sick, you may want to be there for them if they wake up in the night and help them get back to sleep. So you should just blow up an air mattress in their bedroom and sleep in their room. And then the next thing, like I just said, you're gonna wanna comfort your child while they fall back asleep. You can 110,000% give your child comfort when they're sick. However, we should try, just try, not to comfort them all the way back to sleep. If you're putting your child all the way to sleep, then you might be creating new unwanted habits that you're going to have to break later. So you might as well just really try not to put these new habits into place if it's not sustainable for your family. If you want your child falling asleep independently, then they should be able to do so while they're sick, but they might just need a little more comfort and support. Another really important thing about when your child is sick is that you have to make sure that your child is staying hydrated and that they're eating enough and keeping it down. Now you can try, if you have a baby who is nursing or on a bottle, you can try and offer those fluids as often as you normally do, probably more often, especially if you're nursing, but you should definitely make sure that your child is staying hydrated. Now some babies will just want to sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep, but then they're not going to feel better because they're dehydrated, and then it's just this whole cycle of sickness. So just make sure that your baby stays hydrated. And on the plus side, if you have the Pedialyte pops and you have a toddler or an older child, then they can definitely stay hydrated with those and be replenishing their electrolytes as well. Another tip that I have for you is, of course, to practice hand washing. Now, what you can do to make hand washing just part of your child's everyday routine is to have set times where your child is washing their hands. So when they wake up in the morning, they should wash their hands, brush their teeth. That's just part of it. They don't have to just brush their teeth. Wash your hands first. Every time before they eat a meal, wash your hands. When they arrive somewhere or get home from going somewhere that has a lot of germs, like the library or the grocery store or a gym class, like whatever it might be, just have your child get into the routine of washing their hands. Once your child has been symptom-free for 24 to 48 hours, then you should go straight back, like 110% snap right back to your normal sleep expectations. So if you were camping out in your child's room, get out. If you are helping your child fall asleep, just give them a little bit less support as the nights progress so that they can go back to sleep as they usually did before they were sick, and things will just go straight back to normal. And of course, make sure that you have my free baby sleep guide in the description box down below. For more information on helping your child fall asleep independently, check out this video right here, subscribe to my channel right here, and keep blooming. Mwah.